Good morning, children. Welcome to the English class. Today we are going to start with chapter 1 of class 10 and the name of the lesson is A Little Book. Before we start this lesson, I would like to give you some introduction. Faith is like a Wi-Fi. It is invisible, but it has the power to connect you to what you need. The lesson, or the story you can say, A Letter to God, revolves around the idea of having unquestionable belief in something. Unquestionable means beyond doubt. There is no doubt in that whether this thing is going to happen. The story is about Lancho, the farmer, who is the protagonist of the story. Protagonist is the main character of the story. He writes a letter to God seeking help from the Almighty. After discovering his entire crop has been destroyed by a hailstorm. Although his wishes get fulfilled partially, if not completely, he is ungrateful in the end and questions the honesty and modesty of the postmasters who actually helped him with money in the name of God. Now let us start with the lesson. See, I can stand here and narrate the story to you. It's not that difficult. But when we go for English language, I think you and me together should read the lesson. You should have a pencil in your hand, underline the hard words and write down the meanings if possible. If not, after we have finished with the lesson, you need to find out the meanings and write out in the textbook itself. Here, when we start with the lesson, an introductory activity is given, which we can do it when we come back to the school because it is about the post office and how to send the money order and all. So even if I explain it now, unless we do it practically, you are not going to get it. So this activity, this part of the lesson, we are going to skip. The activity part of the lesson, right now we are going to skip. Turn the page. Let's start with the lesson. I am reading. Along with me, you too are reading from the book. The house, the only one in the entire valley, set on the crest of a low hill. Crest is the top of the hill. From this height, one could see the river and a field of ripe corn dotted with flowers that always promised a good harvest. Now, what does the author say? That there was a small house on the crest of the hill, on the top of the hill. And from there you could see the river flowing and even you could see the field of corn which was full of flowers, which promised a good harvest. Means the flowers which were there on the plants, it was a sign of getting a good harvest, a good crop. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour or at least a shower. Throughout the morning, Lancho, who knew his fields intimately, had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. Now everything was ready. The crop was ready and the flowers which were there in the field, they really promised a good harvest. They really promised the owner to get a good amount of money. Only the thing needed was there, a downpour. Downpour means a good rainfall, or even a shower of rain would be good for that. So Lancho, who was the owner of the fields and he knew the fields intimately. Intimately means deeply, very closely. What was he doing from the morning? He was just watching the sky towards the northeast. Why do you think he was watching the sky? Because he was expecting the rain. He was expecting some showers. He was expecting the downpour. Because he knew that was the only thing at that moment was needed for the harvest. Now we are really going to get some water woman. The woman who was preparing supper replied, "Yes, God willing." The older boys were working in the field while the smaller ones were playing near the house until the woman called to them all, "Come for dinner." Now here the word woman is mentioned and Lancho says that this time we are really going to get good water. The woman here mentioned is Lencho's wife, and the author also says that she was preparing the evening meal. Supper is evening meal she was preparing, and his older sons, older children, they were working in the field, and the younger ones, they were playing near the house. When the woman called out to them for dinner, it was during the meal that just as Lencho had predicted, big drops of rain began to fall. In the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. Now, as Lencho had predicted, as he had thought that somehow today it was going to rain, and when they sat down for the dinner, it really started raining. And there were huge mountains of clouds seen all over, coming nearer, approaching, coming nearer. The air was fresh and sweet. How can be the air fresh and sweet? Air can be fresh, but how can it be sweet? Why has the author written here that the air was fresh and sweet? Because it had already started raining, and when the raindrops fall down on the earth, on the mud, it gives a very sweet smell, a very pleasant smell, and the air becomes very fresh. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. And when he returned, he exclaimed, "These aren't raindrops falling from the sky. They are new coins. The big drops are 10-cent pieces and the little ones are 5s. Now after having the dinner, what did Lencho do? He went out of the house. There was no reason for him to go out of the house, but why did he go there? He wanted to feel the rain. He was so happy that it was raining, and now he could get a big amount of money from the crop. So when he went out just to feel the rain, and when he came back inside, he told his family that these are not raindrops which are falling from the sky. They are coins. The bigger drops are coins of 10 cents and the smaller drops are coins of 5 cents. With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flowers, draped in a curtain of rain. Now, he was looking very satisfactory. He was very happy looking at the field and feeling that it was draped in a curtain of rain. Draped means to cover. But suddenly, a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstones began to fall. What happened all of a sudden? The weather changed. It began to rain heavily, and the wind started blowing very hard. These truly did resemble new silver coins. The boys, exposing themselves to the rain, ran out to collect the frozen pearls. Now, what happened? When they were expecting a little rain, at least a shower of rain, the weather suddenly changed. And what happened? The wind started blowing very hard, and it started to rain heavily, and after a few moments there were large hailstones. Hailstones began to fall. Do you understand what are hailstones? Hailstones in Hindi we call them ole, and in Marathi we can call them gar. Pieces of ice which fall from the sky. And then what happened? When the hailstones started falling from the sky, Lencho's children, they went out to collect them. The author has mentioned these hailstones as frozen pearls. "It's really getting bad now," exclaimed the man. "I hope it passes quickly." It did not pass quickly. For an hour, the hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley. The field was white as if covered with salt. Now it was really getting bad. The weather was really getting bad. And Lencho could feel it, that it was going to destroy everything. And he was hoping that it passes away quickly. The hailstorm should pass away quickly. That was what Lencho was hoping. But then the field was white as if covered with snow. So what does the author say here? That the hailstorm was so hard that it covered everything. The house, the valley, the fields, and it seemed that the salt. It was completely white. Not a leaf remained on the trees. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. Lenjo's soul was filled with sadness. When the storm passed away, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his sons, "A flower of locust would have left more than this. The hail has left nothing. This year we will have no corn." Now, saying to this situation, what happened? It was, as I said, it was completely covered with the hailstones. It was white all over. There was not a single leaf on the tree. The storm was so wild, so hard that everything had vanished. And seeing this, Lenjo became very sad. He came and stood in the middle of the field. Looking at his field, he said that a plague of locusts would have left much more for us. Means locusts are the insects which are found on the crop. They eat away the crop. So he felt that even if a huge number of locusts would have attacked the crop, they would have enough left for them. But now the hailstorm had destroyed everything, and he told his children that this year we will not have anything to eat. We have lost the corn from the field. That night was a sorrowful one. All our work for nothing. There is no one who can help us. We'll all go hungry this year. So they all were very sad that night. They couldn't sleep, and Lenjo felt that all the work they had done was useless. All the efforts they had taken to grow the crop was useless, and he found that nobody was there who could help him. And he says that this year we all will go hungry. We will have nothing to eat as we have lost the crop.